Hi everyone on YouTube and all the NBA fans out there. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts for the 2021 NBA Finals. Check it out. Now, we're finally here for the 2021 NBA Finals. Now we get to decide who's going to be the best NBA champion in the world. Well, technically the NBA champion of the 2021 season. This is a very interesting NBA playoffs, I'll say that much. This is the playoffs of battle between two injuries. Rosters have been thrown out and doors wide open for everybody. Like guys like Kawhi Leonard, which affected the Clippers in the Western Conference Finals, and of course LeBron James with the Lakers in the first round. So, and not only that, that being said alone, of course, Kyrie Irving getting hurt for the Brooklyn Nets, that cost them the divisional round. So in the second round. So that's pretty much I would say with that for the Brooklyn Nets. So we had a lot of injuries going into the NBA playoffs this year, which impacted a lot of teams and a lot of players too. So, but it comes down to these two teams, the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting playoff momentum, and this is going to be very good to see. Actually, what I call this NBA Finals, it's going to be a lot of twists and turns. The battle between Monty Williams and Mike Budenholzer. Monty Williams, the head coach of the Phoenix Suns, and Mike Budenholzer, the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, considered both of them under the Greg Popovich machine. So they were both under Greg Popovich under the San Antonio Spurs. So I kind of the battle of the Greg Popovich assistants on that one. So on that one, that's a little hearing on that. Not only that, these two teams were the expansion teams in the NBA in 1968. So this would be the 1968 NBA Finals, I would say, because they both were in the expansion roster on that one, which the Phoenix Suns hasn't won a championship yet. And it could be this year. Who knows? And it could be, but the Milwaukee Bucks won in 71. And they haven't won it since then. So and to this day, so this is going to be a battle of who wants it more. But don't get me wrong, questionable tonight. Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to be questionable tonight with his knee. We still got Chris Middleton on the board and everything else like that. That being said, Phoenix Suns, they got Chris Paul back from COVID, and he's been playing well. He's been playing lights out, and I guess he really wants to win really badly. But that being said, Devin Booker, who was it? Devin Booker, and DeAndre Allen, and Jay Crowder, they've all been playing like lights out. So, in that one. So, I think the key momentum is Chris Paul. This is Chris Paul's very first NBA Finals, and he's been waiting, possibly, I would possibly wait for 16 years to this day to get to the finals. And this is pretty much really means a lot to him more than anyone whoever's in the NBA on the roster right now. So this could be big for Chris Paul. I think he's going to play really well in this series. So it's really going to come down to him. I think this is going to be how he really wants it. And for Chris Paul himself, he didn't have to join a super team to go where he is now. Like Kevin Durant, who went to the Golden State Warriors with Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry, who did that. And LeBron James did that with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. He didn't do that. Chris Paul went to a young team who was a really great team, but they needed another boost into them. And that's what Chris Paul did, and he went with the guys with the young Devin Booker and young guy with Jay Crowder, who has been in the league for a few seasons, and not only that, and not to mention DeAndre Allen, he came out of the woods too, as well though, and everything else going on. And that being said, I think this is gonna come down to whoever's going to be not going to be injured the most. So in that one, I think that's going to be the key momentum for the both teams on that one. So I think that being said, it also, I think the winner of this one possibly get Coach of the Year because both both Monty Williams and I think Mike Wilsenhauser, I believe they're both up for Coach of the Year candidates, if I'm not mistaken, on that. So on that one, so which I think Monty Williams, I think he already won it, which I think I don't really know because but I know those two are the top contenders on that. I know that. So, but anyways, that being said, I think I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna say this. I'm not going for favorites or anything like that. I'm just going what I'm thinking. What could be the series prediction. So bear with me on that one. I'm gonna say the Phoenix Suns are gonna win this series and gonna be your 2021 NBA champions. And that game, and that's gonna be a 7-game series, and I think it's gonna be a really close series. Because I think Giannis and Chris Middleton, if Giannis plays, it's going to go to 7 games. But if Giannis isn't playing, it's going to go to 6 games. Because Giannis' case, though, he has a knee injury. He's questionable tonight, which for game 1's tonight. I think if he's not playing tonight, it's going 6 games, which I think he's going to play, though. But if he's not going to play tonight, it's going to be a 6-game series. But I'm going to say 7 games in this series because I think he's going to play, but the knee's going to probably question him out and things like that. It happened with Klay Thompson against the 2019 against the Toronto Raptors. Happened with that. That being said, and it happened last season in the bubble with the Miami Heat, and of course. Yeah, I think it was Duncan Robinson who from the Miami Heat last year who got hurt, and then that cost him the season. So yeah. Anyways, but I know with and they had Jimmy Butler on the team too, but I think he got hurt too, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But I remember but I do remember Duncan Robinson. I think he was the guy who got hurt last year from the Miami Heat, and that cost the Lakers to win the championship last year. But anyways, the point is though, whoever gets the last couple of seasons for the NBA Finals, whoever's been injured the most in the season kind of affects the finals. Kind of like it affected Golden State, it affected Miami Heat, possibly could affect the Milwaukee Bucks right now. So that's going to be a question in there. So I think the Phoenix Suns, for the first time in their franchise history, they're going to win the first ever NBA championship. As they had some good routes in the 70s, which they lost to the Celtics in 74 or 76. And they lost to the finals with, they had a miserable drought in the 80s until Charles Barkley came along in the early 90s and were dominant. And really missed the championship on that one in 93. And now, and they come to the 2000s, which they have a great dominant team when Amare Stoudemire, and that's Steve Nash. Probably one of the best records, and never made it to the NBA Finals a couple of seasons in 2005 and 2007. And now, all of a sudden now, this coming in 2021 in the 2020s, they finally go to an NBA championship, and I think finally this is it for the Phoenix Suns to get over the hump to get that championship they've been searching for. So, in my estimation, for the first time since 2001 with the Arizona Diamondbacks, a championship is coming to Arizona. So I think that's the way it's going to go. So, once again, I'm going to say this. The Phoenix Suns going to win this series in 7 games. And, of course, who am I going to pick the MVP? I'm going to probably say Devin Booker. The way he's been playing lights out, especially after Chris Paul's injury, Chris Paul from COVID, he's been stepping up to the plate where it mattered the most. Yeah, I mean, he missed a drought out a couple of games and stuff like that, but still, he still fought it out. He still played out. I still think he's going to win the Bill Russell Award for the NBA Finals MVP. So, Devin Booker would be your Bill Russell MVP winner, and the Phoenix Suns will win this in 7 games. Thank you for watching this video and for my NBA Finals predictions. Hope you enjoyed it. I will be back after the NBA Finals, possibly the end of July, beginning of August. I will be doing my early NFL predictions. I will be back with that because football season's right around the corner. Training camp's in a couple weeks, so this is going to be really good for that. But, you know, we're going to have 3 preseason games and 17-game season, so this is going to be a very interesting NFL season to look out for. So that's coming up in the recent 2 or 3 weeks after the NBA Finals are done. So after that, but nevertheless, so keep an eye on the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they probably went out on tomorrow night because Montreal survived and lived another day in that overtime winner. That could have been a sweep right there for the Tampa Bay Lightning, but Montreal lives another day, so we got to keep an eye on the NA Stanley Cup playoffs too. And if you haven't tuned into that, watch that video too, because I made a prediction out of that. And until then, this is Andrew Warren signing off, and I'll see you in a few weeks for my NFL early prediction videos.